Hey everybody, this is Andre with Garage Door Guidance again. This video today will be on how to remove the chain on your garage door opener, or if it's broken, it's how to replace it. So either one, this video kind of shows you how to work with the whole chain mechanism and whether it's broken or not, or if you're just wanting to change it for whatever reason, this video will show you how to do so. I will have the part linked below, so this will be I'll have a chain linked for a 7-foot garage door opener, which is the standard. You're more likely to have the 7-foot than you are the 8. If your garage door is taller, you might have an 8-foot opener. Now, what we're going to do today is, again, just removing the chain and just how to replace it if you needed to. So one thing to keep in mind is that, so right now my trolley, so I'll move that down, but this is where my opener knows where it's at. So this, for example, if I were to activate my garage door opener, it knows it's here and it knows to start closing, or vice versa. If it's down below, it knows it's down and it's going to start opening. Now that's the case if the chain isn't broken yet. If the chain is broken, you likely have a different, you're probably going to have to do it a little bit differently. So what I would recommend is pressing the garage door opener and triggering the safety sensors down at the rails at the opening of the garage door. That way it will open because obviously your chain's broken, or your belt. And so that what that will do is it will bring the opener up to an open position, and so that way you know you should bring up the trolley or you should replace the chain in generally this area. You'll still likely have to do some adjustments on the limits, but at least you'll have it in the correct area. So for this, you are going to need just a 1/2-inch socket or wrench. Step one is to remove the tension on the chain, and you do that by loosening the nut here. I'm going to do that with my impact gun because it's much faster. You'll probably use a wrench because sometimes it's tightened up more than your socket can reach. But anyhow, I have that just about all the way loose. Notice I didn't remove that completely just because I didn't want to do that just yet. But step two is removing the other end of it, and that's done by popping this little clip off of the chain link on the other side of that trolley, or the carriage, I'm sorry. The way I do that is I put my flathead in there and just kind of do a twist and push motion. So that pops that right out. You see that guy here? So I'm just going to set that on top. And then the other part comes off like so. So if your chain is broken, you still will probably have to remove this part at least. And so, this part as well, more than likely. But as you can tell, that's free. And so I'll actually just pop that link out. And voila. So that's those 3 parts, and that removes the other side. So now what I will do is go ahead and release the nut here. So now this guy's free, as is my chain. So if you actually have to have a broken chain, you will have to reattach this whole bolt. It just comes off the same way this end did. Is there's a little clip here, you just pop it off the same way, release it, and clip the new one onto it. But anyhow, so chain is pretty much free. So on one end you have the garage door opener, and what you do is just take that off. Now on the other end you just take it out from there, which I'll just pull. So as you could tell, I have the chain completely removed here. This particular chain has the cable, and so this is the cheaper opener. So the cable is just on the left end. It's not a full chain throughout. So I'll link this part out as well as a full chain if that's what you have. So both parts will be down below, and then both you have the 7-foot and the 8-foot. 7-foot's more common, 8-foot is a lot less common. But again, this is just so you can see how to do this kind of job. Now once that's done, chain's completely off. You just go about putting it back together. And so you just feed the cable to the front end, just like I pulled that out. Just make sure the cable is fed through the little the plastic pulley on the end. Make sure it feeds through that pulley and it sits in the groove. And then on the front here, you just make sure that the chain is actually wrapped around the gear. So let's actually just go ahead and show you what that looks like. So again, my opener thinks it's around this area, because that's where it was when I started this. So what I'm actually going to do is put this on. That way it's just there. Gives me a little bit of tension to work with. Put this on the actual sprocket head, and the rest we're going to feed down at the end there, which I will go ahead and show you here in just a second. So as I said, now I'm going to feed the cable end through this pulley system and back up the railing. So there's my other end. Just feed it through the front like so. If you have it a full chain, you're going to more than likely have to remove the plastic pulley, which is okay. Just take it out, feed the chain through the same way, just like that. And you want to take this end and just keep it tight as you go back up to the front there, and just reattach it to the trolley piece once more. So I've dragged that all the way through the pulley, and so you just kind of put the little chain link back on through the little loop there of the other chain link. Feed that through the little part in the carriage. This piece is next. You put that just right there. It just connects it so it doesn't have room to come out. And you put the little clip on. The clip goes next, and that just holds it all together. So once that clip is on, all you have to do now is tighten up that 1/2-inch nut again. All set. So just make sure you adjust the limits when you're done. That way you don't get the trolley running into the stopper here or the stopper at the front. And once you've done that, you should be okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful to you. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, leave it in the comments below. Again, I have those parts linked in the description box. All the parts we were working with today. And so if you do need any of those, just put those, you can find those down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.